guys are continuing to fill out your paperwork and things like that. And then, do we have all your orders, Serena? Okay, we're just waiting on Clay's orders back there? Okay, no problem. I'm going to go ahead and get started. You guys probably want to grab something to take notes with, and if you want to bring in those other two guys as well, and see them in the back, that'd be fine. Okay, well, I want to get you guys started first and foremost by saying, excellent job so far. You know, this is until next week. This is the last time that we're all going to be coming together as a group. A lot of the things from here on out are going to be individually. I want to share with you guys, and Michael, if you'll grab my calendar off my desk as well. I want to share with you guys a couple things. First and foremost, unbelievable job. This group of individuals. And obviously we've got some people that live in Florida, so we didn't ask them to come, and some people that live in Mississippi, so we didn't ask them to make the drive today. We'll make them up. But I did want to share with you guys that so far, your group has done a phenomenal job. In fact, the group of individuals that's sitting here today in the last 48 hours has sold well over $10,000 worth of Cutco. We're on pace right now to have our best January ever. We've got several people who are in the mix on pace right now to earn over $2,000 in their first 10 days. I want to just share some different highlights with you, but I think our #1 top trainee, if we give a round of applause, is Gerald Kelly. So congratulations to you, my friend. #1 in the training class as well. We've got #2 coming in, Miss Erica Hartley. So if we give her a round of applause, congratulations to you. And several people are right in that mix. They're in between that $500 to $1,000 range plus. Several people have passed their first promotions. We had Kimmy, who's out of town, who passed her promotion as well. Janice, who went 3 hours away to Florida, who's passed her promotion. And so things are going off with a bang. So far, everything I said up to this point has come true, right? People, I told you that people would buy, and we've got stacks of order forms. In fact, over $10,000 worth from yesterday and today. I told you that people would like Cutco, and they did, you know? And if we know that one thing is true, it's that the training works, the training manual works for sure, people like the knives, and this is the place to be. You know, this is truly the place to be in terms of income potential, in terms of flexibility, in terms of, you know, just having a good time, enjoying what you do. Are you guys enjoying the presentation part of it? Yeah, getting to meet with different customers, cutting up some food, having a good time. It is a wonderful place, especially when things are going off without a bang. And for you guys, it is. You know, it's been a blast working with you guys over PDI, hearing about the order success. I mean, literally, my managers were commenting yesterday. It's like the second I got off the phone, it was ringing again, you know, with another sale. And so, congratulations to you guys, certainly. I want to first and foremost tell you that so far at this point, everybody has, for the most part, everybody has made sales. And so that, to me, is a really great sign of what is to come, because fact of the matter is, if you guys have made sales right now, let me share this with you. If you've made sales already, and everybody has, you are ahead of the curve. And the reason for that is because, fact is, we haven't even taught you guys how to sell yet. The only thing that we taught you guys how to do in training was how to show Cutco. That's it. We taught you how to go set up an appointment, go to a customer's home, and follow the manual, and show Cutco. We haven't even talked about selling, really. We haven't talked about closing. We haven't talked about handling objections. So the fact that you guys in the last 48 hours have sold over $10,000 is an unbelievable indication that this truly is the training class that I knew you guys would be, and that you truly are the talented individuals that we certainly knew that you were. And so today is an amazing day. I'll tell you, for me personally, this is my favorite training that we do. I enjoy advanced training more than anything else, because today we talk about how to get the big sales. Today we talk about the next part of your business, the next evolution in your business, and that is making sure that you are making sales on every single appointment that you do. If, let's say that you hadn't made sales yet, you would be exactly where you're supposed to be, because like I said, we haven't even taught you guys how to make sales yet. So today's training is really fantastic. I will tell you that after advanced training today, you will increase your closing ratio at a minimum by at least 20%. So if you're selling half the time, now you're at 70. If you're selling on 70 or 80, we're going to be as close to 100% closing as humanly possible. Now, some of those orders are going to be homemakers, and I'll tell you, we've sold homemakers. Some of those orders are going to be for sets, and we've sold a ton of sets across the board. And some of those are going to be for pieces, and sure, we've sold pieces too. But the reality is, if you guys get involved today, if you take some notes today, you will increase your closing ratio at a minimum by at least 20%. Today is a fantastic day, and so I want to start out by telling you guys there's really 4 keys to making sales. You want to jot these down. There's 4 keys to making sales, okay? There's 4 keys to making sales in our company. The big 4 keys, the first one is to see prospects, not suspects. Okay? To see prospects, not suspects. What do I mean by a prospect? Let's qualify this here, okay? First and foremost, a prospect is somebody who is going to be married. They're going to be a homeowner. They're going to be somebody who is middle income or above. I'll put middle income plus. They're going to be in between 30 and 65. You're going to want to see husbands and wives together or just wives alone. It's going to be somebody who has a couple kids. It's going to be somebody who likes to cook. And so this is going to be a prospect. This is somebody who you want to see. And what we know is that this first weekend, no offense to you guys, okay? I know you're talented. I know you're skilled. But the reality is, the majority reason why you sold is because you saw the right people. The majority reason why you were able to get a sale is because you were in front of somebody who is a potential buyer. You had the right clients. That's why you made sales. I'd love to say that it was because of your talent, but I don't know that 2 days experience qualifies you to have the most talent. I'd love to say that it was because of your skill, but how skilled can you really be 2 days on the job, versus somebody who's been on the job for 10 years? So I share that with you because part of my job was to set you up for success so that it's worth your time, it's worth our time, and in order for me to do that, I was very strict on who you could see. I told you only see these type of people. I really tried to get you guys to see your big fish, your whale customers, your best people first, and that's why you had sales. That's why this training class has sold so much over the past couple days, and why you guys will continue to soar throughout the course of your career. Never get away from this. It doesn't matter what you do, okay? As long as you're in front of the right people, you could be the most skilled person, you could be the least skilled person. But if it's not worth your time, I wouldn't do the appointment. A suspect is going to be somebody who we think will buy. Does that make sense? And you've got these people in mind. Maybe they're 29 years old. It's your brother who manages a blockbuster restaurant. He lives in an apartment, but you think he has a good paying job so he can afford the knives. He's not married. Maybe it's somebody who's engaged. Maybe it's somebody who lives in a trailer or an apartment. Maybe it's somebody who doesn't have any kids yet, but they have a kid on the way. Anything that doesn't meet this criteria, divorced, widowed, engaged, that means they're not married, and I wouldn't see that person. Somebody who does not own a home, they're renting, they're living in an apartment. Time and time again, there are no exceptions to the rule. It is what it is, and we got to stick with it. Middle income or above, this is somebody who's probably making $80,000 plus as a household is going to be considered middle income or above. So 2 teachers who are making 30 grand and 30 grand, I don't necessarily know that that's middle income. You may make a sale to them if they meet everything else, but we want to focus on seeing people who, when we go see them, money's not the issue. The only issue is, are they going to want and need the product, okay? That's really the big focus as well. And then obviously husbands and wives, I'm sure that on some of your appointments, if you didn't make sales, you probably had a customer say, well, I've got to talk to my husband about it, or can you call me back, after I speak with my husband. So seeing husbands and wives together completely eliminates that. That's why the weekends are such good times to sell. So think about the weekend that's coming up, and that is a prime time. Selling is over the weekend. It's part of the reason why we get you started on the weekends as well, so you can see those together, or just wives alone. I would never see a husband alone. I would never see a husband alone. Really,
The only no sales that the training class had is when we saw husbands